Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. We have another episode of Shop Gossip. Here today to join me is no other than the person I get to call husband. I brought him on today just to basically talk about and get your perspective on dealing with someone who is not only an entrepreneur but also a hairstylist. And what does that look like for you as a spouse? So, first I would like, of course, to introduce him. His name is Naya. how
What's
you
up? How
how
you
you
doing?
feeling, honey?
Good.
Good. Well, thank you for being on my platform.
My pleasure.
I'm hoping that this too will also give couples and people who are in the industry some type of insight on what it is like on the opposite end of it, as far as a spouse, being able to see you hustle and bustle and grind and different things like that. So I'm gonna let you go ahead and introduce yourself, tell them who you are, even though I already gave them a little glimpse of it, but
Well, now you're right. Michelle's husband. Um, what you want to know?
he nervous, y'all.
Yeah, man. Got me on the spot here. But
But I really appreciate it. And I think this is one of the things that also is like when you think about entrepreneurship and also, someone who is really not, I don't want to say, because he's getting there. He has things that he's working on. Um, in the near future, you will see what's to come for him as far as entrepreneurship. But I think that you'll see how it is as far as having one spouse who's kind of like out there, like, "Whoo, yeah, I'm ready. Let's do this," and then one that's more like more reserved. Um, and also just riding with me with all of my ventures. Like seriously, I mean, I've talked about so many things I want to do, I'm gonna do, and sometimes he have to sit there and he have to listen to all my dreams and aspirations, and also support me in those things. And this is one of the things that I do appreciate you taking the time to come and support me on this because this is new for me, and also it was definitely something outside of my comfort zone. So basically, I just wanted to talk to you about like how is it for you being with someone who is not only an entrepreneur but also someone who's in the beauty industry.
okay. Well, it has some challenging moments.
Hmm.
Um, but the most important thing is the support system that we have. Being there for each other, supporting each other, and I think that's the most important thing. Communication,
Mhm.
letting the person know, what your intentions are, what your goal is, what's your plan. So I pretty much give you the raw, the real.
Yes.
I give you my perspective, and you know, you might not like it.
Sometimes it's too raw, y'all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, I just give you a different side of things that you might not be seeing.
Right.
But overall, it's a challenge, but you have to be a team, right? Communication, like I said, and understand that the common goal is to, you know, establish financial wealth,
Mhm.
for our kids and generations to come. So once you understand that and the common goal, then you'll work together as a team to accomplish that
Right.
a little more effectively.
Right. So I know, like for me, my hours are a little different, not your traditional work hours.
Hmm.
I pretty much work Wednesday through Saturday. And since you've met me, none of my Saturdays have been free unless we're on vacation. So, and he has more of a traditional work schedule, which is the Monday through Friday. I
Hmm.
want to say 9 to 5 or 8 to 3 or however you know. But for me, mine's is like I said, it's Wednesday through Saturday, and sometimes during the week, I'm not getting home until 9 p.m., you know, and especially with us having a toddler. So we try to make it work as far as that is concerned with helping each other out with balancing that. You know, he'll make sure he picks up the baby. He even cooks, y'all.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, he cooked and he cooked real good. But no, that's another story for another
Thank you.
day. But I mean, seriously, I'm grateful that I have that. Like, I can come home and he has a meal waiting for me. You know, he knows that I had a long day. I probably didn't eat all day. And he's making sure that I have something to eat once I get home. So those things are very appreciated, you know. But again, as far as getting back to what does that look like for you sometimes with me working those long hours and sometimes not being able to spend a Saturday with you unless we plan it in advance.
Right. Yeah, it can be annoying at times.
Right,
Some days you might have a nice day and you want to go get some ice cream or go on a little date,
right.
and sometimes you get off and it's no longer sunny out. The sun is
Mhm,
gone,
mhm,
or you're tired,
mhm.
or I'm tired. So
Right.
now the whole day's been going, and
Mhm.
but you just gotta have balance, man. Whatever you do, you
Right.
know, just remember what's important in life, which is family and each other, and if if something happens with the business, God forbid, or you always gonna have family. We're not going nowhere. So you
Right.
gotta learn how to balance that and take care home first,
Mhm.
and always communicate. If you're lacking or if I'm lacking, speak up.
Mhm.
Take some time out
Right.
and dedicate at least a day or two to your
Mhm.
spouse, a
Yeah.
significant other, so
Mhm.
that they feel wanted and they don't feel like they're just on the outside looking in.
Right,
You know what I
right.
mean?
And I
So
think that that is definitely important, you know, because I mean, if I can be transparent with you all, sometimes I come home and I'm exhausted. You know, I am literally mentally exhausted. And
mhm,
it's not, again, that I don't love what I do. But I think that you take anybody who's in any type of profession where you are servicing people. You know, you're listening to stories all day. You're making sure that you are pleasing them. It's about customer service satisfaction, right? That's what I'm in. I'm in the business of customer service. So I want to make sure that I'm giving those clients my 100%, just as well as I have to give my 100% when I'm home. So sometimes I'm exhausted. And it is so important to have a person or partner who understands that and who recognizes that. And again, like he said, it's about communication. Um, so I definitely, if I can't say it again, I can't stress it anymore. I do appreciate your consistency in this because guess what? I've been with you for what, 14 years? Dang, I've been
yeah.
with 14 years.
Hmm.
It's a long time. You know, we have a beautiful family together, so it's like, you know, also now, again, I talked about this in a previous podcast with us having a 3-year old.
Hmm.
So that can be challenging even in itself sometimes. But at some point, my husband is he's knocking on the door of entrepreneurship. He's already in it, but I
Got
mean,
something
he's
cooking.
got something really cooking. I mean, cooking.
I'm giving too much.
I'm not gonna give him too much bait, but I'm just saying I know that of course the tables are gonna turn, and I'm gonna have to be his support system just as well as he's been mine all of these years. Um, Anything else you would like to add to this as far as with you having a spouse in this beauty industry, or do you want to give like any type of advice to anyone out there who has a significant other who's in the line of um, beauty or even just entrepreneurship period? Like,
Right. Just for the person that's into entrepreneurship, you should definitely explain it to your spouse or significant other what the goal is, what the plan is from the beginning. That way they can see the vision the way you do. and they can see where it's going and they can help assist you better,
Right.
right? In
Mhm.
order to know where you're going, you have to have a vision, right?
Right.
So once you establish that and you're both on the same page, then supporting and believing in the dream
Right.
along with you will become much easier.
But can I stop you real quick?
Hmm.
You just said something, believing in the dream. And I think that a lot of times people really may not believe in what it is that you're selling or what it is that you're thinking. So
Hmm.
it's that's why you gotta. And sometimes it's even hard because guess what? You're not gonna always be fortunate enough. And I'm not saying it like that, but your spouse may not always agree with a lot of decisions that you make, and I know that that can be challenging as well. I think that in the beginning of our relationship, I had to show him like, no, this is real, because anybody can say, yeah, this is what I want to do, but what are you doing? What are the steps that it is taking for you to get there? And I think that because he's seen my trials and triumphs, that he has been able to, okay, I see where she's going with this, because I could have gave up a long time ago. And I think that me not giving up is also what caused him to say, you know what, this is her passion. This is what she is really, really passionate about. If I mean, I'm not trying to speak for you, but I know that you have seen me go through
Oh
a
yeah,
lot
of
of
course.
hurdles.
Hmm.
I've had some, and and this is who I can truly be my raw self with. And it's times that I have faced some many difficult challenges as far as, do I want to continue down this path or do I do something else? And you know, the answer would always be, I keep going. Can't stop. You can come this far, and that's just what I'm gonna do. And you have to. Sometimes they may not always get it in the beginning, but you gotta keep pushing.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know.
it's called your dream for a reason. I mean, you were the first person to come up with that vision, and it makes sense to you. Sometimes you can't even explain to the next person
Right.
your vision. That's your vision for a reason.
Right.
But as far as the trial and tribulations, I mean, yes, that comes with any relationship you have or any business.
Right.
You're gonna go through it. So the first time we went through it, we almost broke up.
Oh
Remember?
yeah, we
Right.
did.
So
Oh, it was
that's why I always
deep.
stress communication and letting the
Yeah.
person know
Mhm.
the vision ahead of time, because I walked into a situation that you were already in,
Yes,
and it was
we did.
chaotic.
Mhm.
It didn't make sense financially.
Mhm.
It wasn't benefiting you, and it was more of a burden versus any type of financial gain or any type of, you know,
Right.
production. So
Mhm.
I had to really sit back and tell you, like, listen,
Yeah.
this ain't working,
Yeah.
and I ended up being right.
Yeah. He
And then,
was.
that was a learning curve right there.
And
So,
that was before we got married.
right.
You know.
So we got
So
through that.
we got through it,
Hmm.
and here we are today. So again, he's seen me through my ups and my downs, and who else can you be this more raw and authentic with? So that's why I wanted to bring my husband on here today, just to be able to also shed some light on what it's like for a spouse who's not in entrepreneurship. What is
Yet,
it like?
yet.
Yet. Well, some spouses have a 9 to 5, and they have no desire
That's true.
on becoming an entrepreneur. They like, look, that's your thing, that's your lane. You do you. I'm gonna do me over here. I'm gonna make sure we have this ABC,
Hmm.
whatever XYZ. You know what I'm saying? And the other person, you go ahead and you pursue your dreams. So
That's true.
yeah, as far as being
Hmm.
kind of like, you're not behind the scenes, but it's like behind the scenes.
Well,
Even like, for instance, when I get like speaking engagements or
hmm,
something like that, that's me stepping outside of my comfort zone. And you've had to watch me go through those things. So
hmm.
how do you feel like, how how do you feel seeing me also step outside of my comfort zone?
I'm proud of you. I mean, that's dope to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen you grow into a person that I never seen that side of you, and you
Mhm.
probably didn't either. So that's good.
Right. Right.
Yeah, it's a proud moment, man. Very supportive. Um, Sky's the limit from here. I see you doing more.
Mm.
And I mean, at the end of the day, the other person has to be secure with their own selves in the relationship as well.
Yeah.
You know, you can't have jealousy, you can't have insecurity
Mm.
issues,
Mhm.
which we don't have any of that,
Mhm.
which helps a lot.
Yeah.
So once you cut that out, then everything else pretty much flows.
Yeah.
You know.
Mhm. Of course, we will definitely be having more conversations about this and around this topic, because I think it's important. I think it's important for you to have a good circle of people around you, whether it be your husband, your spouse, your family, your friends, like whomever. You want to make sure that when you're stepping into something new, that you have a true, genuine group of people around you who support you in this. And some people may not support you, and maybe those are the people who you may have to keep to the side. But God will definitely send people your way. And it's not always family. Let me say that too. I'm blessed because I have my family who truly supports me. But that's not everybody's case. Sometimes your family could be your biggest critics, or your worst critics. But guess what? That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean that you stop because they don't agree with what it is that you have to say. You keep going. Again, which brings me to my momentum. You keep going, you keep pushing, you keep striving. That name just keep popping up. It's the momentum. That's what it's all about. It's all about momentum, baby. You just gotta keep going. And I'ma say that until it resonates in your spirit that you gotta keep going. You gotta keep pushing. It don't matter how you look. It don't matter what it feel like. It don't matter any of those things. You just gotta keep doing you until you get to the result. Until you get the results that you're looking for. That's what it's all about. Once you get those results you're looking for, move on to something else. But I feel like God will always bring it back. Like he'll put people in place to help you. Again, that comes with writing down the vision, making it plain, and just sticking to it. Yes, Mr. Wright, if you want to let them know about you, because like I said.
Okay. So I have Instagram. It's Fit Life Physique. It's a fitness channel, well, page. I basically give out fitness advice. You can follow my daily routines, whether it be working out or in the gym, what I eat, good and bad. I balance things out, okay, depending on the season. I like to post positive quotes, just positivity overall. So if you want a meal program or a workout program, I specialize in macro coaching, get your nutrition down pat. I have workout plans for men and women. So just check out Fit Life Physiques on Instagram. I also have a website in the link in the bio. So when you get a chance, check it out.
Babe, you ain't talking about your sea Mars.
Oh yeah. Also, I have natural sea moss from Jamaica. None of that fake stuff, right? I'll prepare it for you in a gel form, or you can get it dry, straight from the islands. Uh, Damn near all of 100 minerals that you need for your body is in that sea moss, and you can mix it with your tea, your protein shake, your soup, or take it straight out the jar, however you want that. I also have that available.
Okay.
Am I missing anything else?
No, I think you covered
So I'm stepping
everything.
into entrepreneurship
He
slowly but
is, and
surely.
I'm so grateful because I've been on his heels for a long time, to be honest. And I know I said that's it and that's all, but I really have been on his heels, and to see him actually truly step out there, that takes courage. And I'm
Yeah,
so proud of you.
thank
I'm telling you, y'all, listen, I'm excited for this next venture he got. I really am. It might not. It ain't gonna retire me because I ain't never sitting down. But
you.
But I don't know.
We'll
I
see.
really feel like this is definitely gonna be really good for him
Stay,
and us
stay
and our
tuned.
children. But definitely stay tuned because we got some things cooking. So again, I probably said this about 50 times, but this is truly it, and that is truly all. Until next time, peace out.
Peace.